night, training hard under the moonlight. Stars burn bright with might and power. Destiny calls this our hour. Young heroes rise, stand your ground. Magic flows without a sound. Harness fire, ice, and a wind. Together strong the fight begins. Welcome to Star Guardians Academy, where dreams take flight, we fight for free. Magical might in harmony. We are the spark in the galaxy. Push through shadows, face the dark. Wisdom learned leaves its mark. With every trial we grow stronger, here to protect forever longer. Sky above, galaxies collide. Fear nothing, take it in stride. Every challenge a leap of faith. Trust your strength, no time to wait. Welcome to Star Guardians Academy, where dreams take flight, we fight for free. Magical might in harmony. We are the spark in the galaxy. Shadows face the dark. Wisdom learned leaves its mark. With every trial we grow stronger, here to protect forever longer. Sky above, galaxies collide. Fear nothing, take it in stride. Every challenge a leap of faith. Trust your strength, no time to wait. Welcome to Star Guardians Academy, where dreams take flight, we fight for free. Magical might in harmony. We are the spark in the galaxy. In the galaxy.
In our last episode, we left Max Spark fighting an unknown entity that was threatening to traverse the gap between fantasy and reality. Just as Max was getting ready to unleash an electrical can of whoop-ass on the entity, he was told to abort the mission and return to the academy.
Noble warriors, it appears that we have a major glitch. The script writer up and quit on us. Apparently, he had a piece of expensive equipment, which one of the butt sniffers took a whiz on and short-circuited the whole shebang. So, bottom line, we've been canceled.
Who canceled us? I'm gonna go kick their ass.
That won't be necessary, tall one. I've been working with the employment office to find us some temporary work until our agent finds us another gig.
Temporary work? Hell, I'll just go back to modeling. It pays better anyway.
But this temporary gig will make a real contribution towards society.
Meh. Just want to get a paycheck. I was kind of getting tired of all that tree-hugging crap the script writer was throwing in there anyway.
I have to agree. A lot of the dialogue I was having to spew made me want to kick somebody's ass.
Tara, maybe you need to look into an anger management program. You talk a lot about ass, or kicking them anyway.
For once, I have to agree with Ari. I just want to make some money. That's the only reason I've been dressing up in this puke purple outfit.
You look pretty sexy in that outfit, though. At least yours doesn't make you look like a poofka. I can't tell you how many people thought I was a butch girl while I was wearing this outfit. That shit really got old.
Well, do you know how damn hot this uniform is? I can't even hardly breathe in this thing.
But it does cover your face, which is a big improvement.
Coming from a dude who belongs in Leave It to Beaver reruns.
Okay, guys, let's just all get along and work in cooperation.
How about going and kicking the asses of who canceled us instead?
There she goes, talking about asses again.
Okay, enough about asses. So, bottom line, what's the gig and who we working for?
Now don't get upset when I tell you. We'll be working for Butt Sniffers Incorporated.
Bah, not gonna work me like a dog. Now come on, that was a good one.
Yeah, Tara. That did make me chuckle a little.
Meh. I thought it sucked, but whatever. So what exactly are we going to be doing? Cleaning up trash?
In a sense, yes, we will be working with some trash.
I didn't go to modeling school to end up working on a garbage truck. Screw that crap.
I was talking in a figurative sense. They want us to help them with some investigative work. There's a few low-life people that they want us to keep tabs on. Mostly internet scammers that have been taking advantage of people.
I knew a guy like that once. A real low-life piece of shit. Name was Jeff. Lived in some town. Can't quite remember the name. Was something like Suck My Butt Canada.
Well, it appears you're going to reacquaint yourself with him because he's one of the ones we're going after.
Speaking of pieces of shit, there's a guy I saw on YouTube who has to be one of the dumbest morons I've ever encountered. Name was Chris. He was with this low-life bimbo named Holly. Both of them dumb as dog shit, but they sure knew how to scam and manipulate people.
Well, it appears we've hit the jackpot. They are others that we're going to be watching.
Let me guess who else we might be looking into. There's this one guy who's a total weenie, but tries to act like some fake-ass gangsta. Funny thing is, the guy's a total pussy, but he gets online and has all these dumbasses thinking he's some kind of badass. Name was Frito, or maybe Bandito. Hell, I can't remember for sure.
You're not talking about the guy they call Mato Mi Erd, are you?
I will fling you all the way down to Mexico. No, that won't work because my people are not there. But I do have 200 brothers and sisters here and 800 kids from 2,000 different baby mamas. Yeah, I've been a busy boy. Yeah, I've been a very, very busy boy. I will no longer be called Gerard. I have a different name now. A completely different name. Now, I should be called Mata Mierda. Mato Mierda. Or I may call myself Mata Moco because you make me loco. Yeah. That's my new name. My name is Muerte. Matar means to kill. Mata Moco. Mata Mierda. Mato Mierda. Mato to... Yes, sir. That is a new word, because I say so.
That's one of the things they call him. Some call him Josina, some call him Josephina, a few others. I think he calls himself J-Rod. He's definitely up on the pendejo scale with the others, though.
Guys, we can figure all this out later. We're supposed to meet with the K9 Max and the others tomorrow at their office. 9 a.m. sharp.
Be there or be square.
Oh, give me a break. That was super lame, Max.
Hey, I was being serious.
Now that's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
And so our team goes off to get a good night's rest to prepare them for the rigorous work ahead. Who knows what dangers await them? Dirty syringes, broken beer bottles, horrendous body odor, and abject stupidity. Some of the many hazards they'll encounter in the next few weeks.
Good morning, my warrior crew. I hope you're ready to get to work.
I got to thinking. You have people who live quite a ways away, one of them on the other side of the continent. How are we supposed to keep tabs on someone so far away?
I was thinking about that too. My thought was that we would split up and work different areas, but that's not us. We work as a team. So I'm stumped right now.
Whenever I hear the word stump in any form, I immediately think of all those poor trees that are getting cut down.
So is your house made of adobe?
No, why would you ask that?
Because I'd be willing to bet that your house is made out of wood. Or a combination of wood and stone, etc.
I suppose it is, now that I think of it.
And where do you think they got the wood to build your house?
Okay. You made your point. Maybe I need to rethink things a bit.
A lot of people should do that. Most people's worldviews don't mingle well with reality.
Now, if you jabbermouths would give me a few minutes, I'll resolve the mystery for you. I won't say which agency is doing this, but we've been given access to the real-time live satellites. With those, we can eavesdrop all we want to without leaving the convenience of our own facility.
I've heard those things are so sensitive, you could even hear a fly fart.
You could hear Max fart without any satellite and probably from the same distance.
Hey Luna, pull my finger.
Guys are so gross. Watch Max start blaming his nasty ass on the flies now.
From now on, he'll be yelling Duke every time after he lets one rip. Sorry, inside joke.
I know that one. The dog under the chair. Wouldn't put it past him at all.
Guys, heads up. Max. The other Max. And the others are almost here. You've probably seen a setup like this if you've ever used Google Earth. Google Earth. We can pinpoint exactly where we want to put surveillance and come as close as we need to in order to observe and record any conversation or activity. For example, we can zoom in on Patrick County, Virginia, where one of our low-lie targets lives. Let me demonstrate. As stated, not only can we watch their activity, we can also listen in on the conversation. Take a look.
So, Elian, here's our lesson for the day. Well, shit. The words are way too big for me. Your mom's not too bright, but she can read better than me, so I'll let her take it from here.
Okay, so here's something really important for you to learn. You'll need to be really familiar with this before you turn 21. Generally, there are 3 sizes when it comes to bottles of beer. You have the 12-ounce, the 15-ounce, and the 20-ounce. But now they want to confuse us, so they've come out with the 8-ounce bottles now.
Who the hell would want an 8-ounce bottle of beer? You'd have to drink a whole case just to get tipsy.
Well, we might, but not everyone. Anyway, you probably won't ever buy those, so ignore the 8-ounce thing. But what's really important to know is that there are also 40-ounce bottles. Most of the time, those are the cheaper ones. So those are the ones to buy if you've had a really bad day and want to get totally shit-faced.
That's what I used to buy before all these dipshits started sending us the money so we could afford the good expensive stuff.
Yes, son. That's a very important principle to remember. People are basically gullible and ignorant. So there's a lot of people who, no matter what you do or how dishonest they find you to be, they're still dumb enough to send you shit. That's how we can afford to eat out all the time and buy the best beer.
And we don't even have to buy bowling pins, because we can use the beer bottles. So not having to buy bowling pins gives us more money left over for beer.
And don't forget my weed. I have to have my weed or I can't function. That's the only way I can tolerate Elian.
Daddy, is Mommy being a bitch? It sure seems like she's being a bitch.
Daddy can't answer that question right now. He might get his ass kicked. You know how mean Mommy can be.
Yeah, I know. But I still think she's being a bitch.
Mommy's about ready to say screw this homeschool bullshit. He's already learned the lesson for the day about beer bottles, which he can use when he has his own money.
I would have my own money now if you didn't take it and spend it on beer and that other stuff you smoke.
You haven't starved to death, even though Mommy rarely cooks. We have money to eat out, so you get your food.
When am I ever going to get my own plate? Other kids get their own plates. Why don't I get my own?
You don't know that other kids get their own. We keep you hidden and away from the other kids so you can't see what they're getting. That way, Mommy can be selfish and keep most everything for herself.
If we spent money on you like most normal parents, that would leave less for us. And no way in hell are we gonna do that. Daddy has to have his expensive beer.
Hey the other Max, you guys are missing a real idiot fest.
Oh yeah? Let's take a gander. Oh, I've seen these people before. Some real pieces of shit.
Yep, they wrote the book on mooching. Or at least they could if either of them could read and write.
I think she does all right in that area, but I doubt the guy could spell dog if you spotted him the D and the O.
The sad thing is, it's the kid who's going to suffer. They obviously couldn't care less about his future.
The poor little guy's gonna be so brainwashed that he's not going to know how to operate in society. It would help if the poor kid had an example to follow. Neither of his parents have the slightest idea how normal people function in the actual world.
I just wonder if there's ever going to be a point where people come to their senses and stop supporting these lazy-ass scammers.
If and when that ever happens, these morons are going to be in a world of shit.
I'm just hoping that somehow someone can rescue this poor kid and place him in a decent home where they can turn him into a normal child, teach him social skills, and not just a bunch of hillbilly nonsense that's going to get him nowhere in life.
I can kind of see the other side of it too, as far as the parents go. But they have to realize that things aren't like they used to be. Back 100 years ago, you could live like a hillbilly. Today, things are different.
Let's be honest here. They're not living like people did 100 years ago. Back then, people had to work their fingers to the bone just to make ends meet. They didn't have the internet that they could get on and mooch off of other people. So for them to say that they are living off the land is a total misnomer.
I don't think they had gift cards back in the frontier days. At least as far as I know.
I'm sure there were still plenty of moochers back then, though. But I would imagine that most of them went hungry, mostly because people weren't as easily fooled as they are today.
The thing that bugs me is how they went about getting people to support them. They came up with the bullshit story of building a home for the kid, while the whole time they were already living somewhere else. Didn't need to build a home, but took in all that money for a phantom project that people were supporting.
You have to be some real pieces of shit and have no conscience to scam people like that. I'd bite them both in the ass if I wasn't afraid of contaminating my mouth.
Frank, I would suggest keeping your mouth to yourself, just for safety's sake.
Okay, so they were arrested for not being able to produce proof of a homeschooling program for the child. Or at least that's what the complaint was issued for. It's going to be hard for them to prove otherwise when it's obvious that they haven't done anything to further his education.
It'll be interesting to see how this all works itself out. I just want to see the child have a fighting chance at life. He's definitely being taught the wrong set of values with these piece of shit scammers.
My prayer is that people will wake up and smell the bullshit. Since they've admitted that they don't live on the property and that the whole building thing was a total lie and a scam, I just don't see how people can continue to fund them. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
I guess some people don't mind being taken advantage of, obviously. I'll never understand that.
None of us will, my friend. None of us will. At least those of us who have some common sense.
Even a dog has more common sense than the people who support these turtlings.
Hey, watch it, pal. Don't make me bite your ankles.
Ever notice that pugs look like they're the only dogs who caught the car they were chasing?
Brake check!
I swear I'm gonna piss on your legs when you're not looking.
Okay, guys, we need to plan on how we're going to deal with the other shitbirds we're about to encounter.
After we eat, okay? After we eat.